What's up? How's
What
everybody
up?
doing?
What's going on, y'all? We back for
Welcome back to
episode
this little
8.
show that we still don't we just still call the show, but y'all here. We glad you are here. We
Still
appreciate the
putting it
likes and
together as we
subscribe.
go.
Huh?
I said still putting it together as we go. But we're here.
Listen, I'm telling you, when they one day they're gonna show up, we gonna have a name and all that, then it's gonna turn into what the fuck is y'all.
What's been up
I'm
with you this week?
Shit, you see, I'm sitting up here on my Erica Badu drinking tea and shit because, all right, black people, you know
Mm.
how it is where you don't have a cold, but it's like I feel like you can feel that moment when your defenses go down. You know what I'm
Oh yeah.
saying? Like
I
it's
always
just
know
like
when
I
I'm about to get
feel it.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting here drinking. This is called Egyptian licorice. I want to say I got this from the farmers market. It was in that rustic packaging, so I couldn't resist.
You trying to
So
drink them exotic teas, bitch. You supposed to be drinking you some peppermint tea or some
spit some
plain
lip. Listen, that old people tea, put you some lifted in that motherfucker. Look, my grandmother was good for a hot toddy. Oh shit. Baby, go get me a bag of that tea, get a lemon, get a peppermint, give me some cheap brown liquor. I can hear right now.
Your
You
ass
better
been.
sweat it
But
all
yeah,
in your sleep.
that'll get you that'll get you together when you start to like
Listen,
feel sick if you catch it and prevent it,
in
like do shit
time.
to take preventive measures to like not get sick. That's what I always do when I feel sick.
Did you ever know any of them old people that did the onion and the sock thing?
I've only heard of that. I never seen it done.
My auntie, she would do it. No, but she was the only one. But she used to swear by it. I know so many people who do swear by it. When you get sick, put you an onion in your sock and go to sleep. And then it's like I've read things online where there's like a scientific explanation for it or whatnot. But I'm like, I'm not putting no motherfucking onions in my
Yeah,
feet. It was
I never.
but no, this week was cool. But the only thing that wasn't cool this week. So I had a little fender bender Tuesday. Mm.
Mm.
Mm. And shout out to Latino drivers. I hope that didn't sound racist, but it was what it was.
Did they have
The,
insurance?
huh?
Did they have insurance?
Yeah, he had insurance. Now here's the thing. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I was ready for him to have insurance. Look, I got that fucking uninsured motorist on my goddamn insurance. Look, I be wanting to use every facet of my insurance, and I was waiting for him to say he didn't have none. It's like uninsured motorist, baby, I'm good.
When cause down here, little shit, them they don't be having no insurance. It's a you fuck around.
Years ago, years ago, I'm talking back home in Louisiana. I
Mm.
was me and my ex, we were eating at this Greek spot, right on one of the because we used to stay down in the college part. We stayed at it's a part of Baton Rouge called Tigerland down
Uh-huh.
there by LSU, super hood. And so we was at this Greek spot eating, and this Latino boy, he T-boned this white girl, boom, right there in front of the restaurant. And so
Yeah.
she looking fucked up. She slumped all over and shit. And he got out the car, and all you heard him say was, you couldn't really hear, but you heard no insurance. And then, no insurance. And he just took off running. And so everybody took off running behind him. And man, they went on here and caught him and all that kind of shit like that. But yeah, old girl was fucked up. Like,
That is a mess. Like people, that is so dangerous driving out here with no insurance. Like it's
bro,
such a.
people be
That's
out
why
here living on
insurance
the
so high,
edge in the wrong ways.
and that's why insurance is car insurance is so high in Texas because there's so many uninsured motorists out here.
Really.
So it's like really
Damn.
expensive because the chances of you getting hit by somebody that's not insured is high.
That fucking sucks. What you did this week?
That's the same old work, school, and that's it. Work and school. I uh I went out to the bar what Friday night, I think it
Mhm.
was. But I ain't been doing nothing. I've been like I said, I've been working a lot of extra hours. Getting ready to go on vacation though in 2 weeks.
I'm on
I
vacation.
I need that. Shit.
I can't tell you the last time I took a fucking vacation. I ain't gonna tell you no fucking lie. You know what? Honestly, the last time I went on a vacation, I believe, and then didn't go no. Went to Florida with Jimmy. Went
That's
to Florida
going
with
somewhere.
Jimmy. And look, and my so speaking of vacation, real quick, this just jumped on my heart, so I say it.
Mhm.
I think I've said this before on multiple platforms, but I'm gonna say it again on this one. I'm probably the worst person in the world to go on vacation with. I ain't gonna tell you no lie, because I am the nigga who don't like to do nothing if it
Nothing.
don't involve food, fucking, some type of inebriation.
It's some
Leave
type of
me.
it's some type of destinations that's for the, like where I'm going to St. Martin. It's kind of like that. It's really nothing to do in St. Martin, and I'm okay with
Yeah.
that. It's like I'm totally okay with that. But I had said this right here is going to be my last vacation for a while. Probably definitely for over the next year, unless I go on some type of like like a vacation with like somebody I'm dating or something like that.
Mhm.
I'm not going out of town. Like after this, I'm saving my money.
Did you see that? Did you see? I don't know if you saw that, but it was a tweet that went around this weekend. Apparently, it's a bunch of gay boys, gay black boys who all
Hmm.
have gay black boyfriends. Thank God.
Hmm.
All of them on vacation. It looked like it looked like 5 or 6 different couples. And they took a group picture together and somebody did the whole caption of, why can't we do stuff like this? And that got everybody going.
So yeah, it was two pictures. It was one picture of them like sitting on like on a stoop, and there's another picture of like some guys like on a boat,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So, so,
Yes.
so so the
Yes.
picture of the guys on the boat, those are friends. But the other picture of the guys on the stoop, yeah, they were a couple. That's what they used the caption for, was to
And
say,
it basically was all the bitter bitches. We can't do this because y'all always try to fuck somebody, man. My thing is, and this ain't the episode for that. We've had those episodes, but I am gonna say this real quick. What is it about y'all when y'all get in relationships? Y'all get very anti-sex. Like that shit be blowing me.
or this thing that this whole thing that somebody is gonna. My bad. I'm thinking for this damn dog. Somebody's gonna take somebody's gonna like try to take your man or something. Like, what is that about? Like, what is this? I don't even think like that. Like,
No.
what do you?
My thing is this.
Half of
I've
y'all never
worked
even
before.
had a man. So what are you talking about?
They act like they ain't never had a man before. It was some dude said something to the effect of and people tried to get at me for saying it, but he was like, oh, I'm so afraid to fall in love because if I do and they break my heart, I just don't know what I would do. I'm like, nigga,
Bitch, you gotta go
if a
sit down
nigga
some
leave and
fucking
turn
where.
you into a crash out, you was a crash out who didn't need to be in a relationship already. You know what
What you
I'm
mean? What you
saying?
gonna do? You gonna go sit your ass down somewhere?
Bro,
But
listen, let me tell you what you're gonna do. You're gonna be in your feelings about it for a while. You're gonna think about doing some illegal shit. Then you're gonna realize you got shit to lose and not do the illegal shit. Then you're just gonna be mad about it. You're gonna go on, you're gonna have a whole phase. Then you're gonna meet another nigga and start the process all over again. It's a circle of gay life, baby. Like, yeah, they just
so, I be like, why? I mean, I don't understand like that whole like everybody who talk about don't post your the dude you dating on social media. I'm like, why not?
I'm not hiding no nigga. I'm not hiding no nigga.
Especially I say this all the time, especially the ones that post a picture then will put the emoji over a nigga face. I'll be damned if you put an
Dog.
emoji. Just don't post the picture. But you not put an emoji over my face. Now we got a
Cause
problem. Don't
what
do
if,
that.
cause what if I find out he was fucking other people? Then he was fucking other people,
He
nigga.
was fucking other people either way, whether
What is it?
with or without the emoji. That emoji don't change nothing. He was still
Bitch,
fucking other people.
that motherfucking heart-shaped emoji is not keeping that nigga from fucking somebody else. I promise to God it's not. You know what I'm saying? Then they gotta
Like
sit
you're
up
not
here.
supposed to be like that.
Cause that did happen not too fucking long ago. Talking about something I wouldn't want to know. Yeah, I done posted you all over my and now you turned out you done cheated. Man, maybe and I hate to bring it to an age thing. I say that all the time. I think I say that once episode. I hate to bring things to an age thing, but it's a lot of these young gays. You got to realize these people are in their mid-20s and in the cusp of 30. And
And they were
I'll be
raised by
42 this
female
year.
rappers. They were raised
Right?
by female rappers.
Nigga, they raised by fucking Meg and Flo Milli and them. But my thing is, at this age, do you know what I be doing? Well, nigga, look, I promise you, my nigga could go do here, there, everywhere. Nigga, I'm at the crib, knock the fuck out. Hey, you good?
I
I
tell
bet.
everybody all the time, I'm probably the easiest nigga to cheat on.
Easiest.
I'm probably the easiest nigga to cheat
Bro,
on.
I don't go through phones. I don't look for shit. Everything you tell me, I take at face value because I'm just not doing
I'm gonna
all that.
believe you. I'm gonna believe you until I can't. And like going through phones, I did
I'm
that
not
one.
doing
I
that
did that
shit.
one time. I did it one time and never again. I was sick for weeks. Never. I would never put myself through that again.
One of my exes. Okay, I'm gonna tell you. So it ain't even no long story. Basically, this is way back in the day. I'm talking about when we still had Altel. Um, he had an Altel. He had an Altel phone that he was switching over. It was I think he was going to AT&T, but he still had the old Altel phone by the bed. So what was going on? He had his new phone, but all his messages were still coming to the old phone, and the
Okay,
old phone started
going off.
going off a notification one night, and I picked it up and read the whole thing. Oh, you linking up to go get fucked? Okay, I mean, and I'm saying that matter of factly now, but I'm talking about this is 22-year-old me. So he
Right.
used to say I crashed out, all that kind of shit. I was young, but at this age, nigga, I literally just said it on my close friend story on IG. I'm at the point, but I ain't at the point, but this is just me. If I come home one day, open the door and see the bedroom door closed, and walk up to the bedroom door and hear you in there tearing somebody's son loose, I'm gonna propose to you when you get done. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. That's the kind of shit that makes my heart beat fast. I,
I don't
I,
know.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know nothing about Lou, know this. I love a whore. I love a whore. Oh my God. Give me a hoish nigga. I'm talking about you step on that nigga foot, his legs fly open. I love a whore. I
That's
walk
the
at
thing
home and get
about.
something like that.
That's my only thing about whoring with my nigga. Right. It's the only thing about whoring with my nigga
Mm,
is I'm just not interested in collecting bodies with my nigga with niggas from just niggas in town, like regular niggas on
mm,
Jack, like local niggas. Like I
yeah,
mean, even though they may be fine or whatever, I just don't want to
right.
build that reputation amongst the local niggas. Like
So we got a bunch of them here in Atlanta. I get that because you don't want to
you,
like my thing is like this. That's how you become that couple because a lot of
yes,
those couples
yes,
their theme becomes they want to handcuff all the hoes. You cannot
yes,
have all the
all the
hoes.
hoes.
And also, while we talk about them poly people, let me tell you a little secret about them. This is where they cheat a lot in their relationship. Like open people in open relationships, they stay cheating. The
Mhm.
reason is because them niggas end up getting in competition with each other. They end up in these silent competitions with each other because what
Yep.
happens is, as a couple, when you're a couple and when you and your old man out here in these streets together, everybody ain't gonna want to fuck with both of y'all. It's gonna be somebody who like you more. It's gonna be somebody who like him more. It's that one motherfucking relationship whose ego will not let them take that. You know what I'm saying? Don't let one night y'all go somewhere and you fuck around and pull the bad nigga, and that nigga don't want to fuck with your dude. Now, at that
Yeah.
point, it's time for you. It's time for you to either say, "Oh no, we don't play like that," or if y'all had that kind of arrangement. Even if y'all do, it turns into a thing where his ego, that male ego, kicks in. Like, oh, he pulling. Well, I can't. Now he got to go out here. Now he got to go by himself trying to pull something, and it turns into that vicious cycle. So
It's
yeah,
a mess.
that be a lot of that shit.
Yeah, that's all I be saying. Like when I like with the horn with my nigga thing. Like, eh,
My
yeah,
thing is,
yeah.
that's who I would rather hold with. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. My thing is, I want you right back. I want
And
you
here's
right
the
there
deal.
holding the nigga
Another
legs up.
thing, I don't know what the gay version of being misogynistic is, but like I'm not interested in seeing like if I'm dating a bottom, which I normally always do. I'm not interested in seeing them get fucked.
Really?
We can fuck a bottom together, but
Uh,
I'm not interested in seeing him get fucked.
me and one of my old exes was like that. It was an unspoken rule that we couldn't bottom for nobody else because he would flip the fuck out. I wasn't tripping, but he would trip. Me,
Right.
I'm sitting there with the camera holding your heel up. Oh, you're doing amazing, sweetie. You are doing great. Bitch, turn your pussy this way. Oh my fucking God, I love you. Like I'm that guy. That's probably why my ass can't find no fucking body.
Yeah. If I turned you out, like if not turned you out, I can't really turn nobody out. But if I like ran you with like one of my like with somebody like
Yeah.
I'm not really interested in like dating you to be serious with you. Like that ain't it probably won't happen.
Again, hey y'all, hand raised. Me. I'm my co-host. I
Hit up
respect what he's
Lou.
saying, but for me, this, I you I want you to be a slut. I'm not one of them motherfuckers. It be so many gays out here looking for 40-year-old virgins. I
Sluts are
want you to
fun. Here's the
huh?
deal. Sluts are a lot of fun. I mean,
Oh,
I'm telling you, they are.
absolutely.
That
Them
that's
mother
what you're attracted to. They are a lot of fun. But I just can't like when it comes to something long term.
yeah. I mean, no, that's I no, I totally get it. I get it. I mean,
I
and
think I
again,
misrepresent myself sometimes when it comes to um like sometimes a lot of I gotta stop meeting guys with sex first, right?
yeah,
Because for the last few people like I've interacted with, that's how we met first was like through sex. And I feel like when I do that, guys, they I guess they like that first. I'm not saying it's the only
yeah,
thing they like, but they tend to like
mhm,
that first. And and then they tend to like expect that like all the time. When truth of the matter is, I'm not really that much of I don't have this really high sex drive like that.
mm,
But you think I do because the only
mhm.
times we've hooked up is when we fucking. So you kind of think
Yeah.
that's in your mind that's the only thing that I do.
So that's the thing. So I wish we would have brought this up last week when we did the so that's the thing I think I'll be wanting to explain to people too when it comes to actually being in a relationship, especially if y'all live together. When y'all first move in, you are never going to fuck more than them 2 months right there. It's fresh, it's new. This nigga cooking, you done slid in it while he cook making chicken. You brushing your teeth. He slapping his dick on your leg while you brushing your teeth. Oh, it's going down everywhere. I promise to God, especially young gays who may be watching this, listen to my voice very carefully right now. All of that shit stops in 2 to 3 months. After that, you got a real relationship. Y'all fucking once a week, if that.
I
If that.
cannot I cannot understand. I can't explain it. I don't know what it is. I keep joking about it. I say I'm gonna go to a therapist and talk about it. But it seems like when I really like somebody, I feel like my sex drive with them goes down. It's not like this heightened, like it doesn't like you would think it would be more heightened because I like this person, but it's like it kind of like goes the opposite way for some reason. And I don't know if that's like a psychological thing or some type of past trauma. I need to connect or something. I don't know what that's about.
It's so weird because I'm like that about everything else. The sex, see, with me, the sex never changes. Like, at this age, my sex drive isn't high as it used to be, but we still fucking at least 3 times a week. My thing is, we're I'm never going to like you more than I do when we initially get together. Like, As soon as we get together, oh, you the best thing since sliced bread. I gotta move. I gotta look.
It never gets better than that.
But the longer we're together, the less I begin to like you. And that's every relationship I've ever been in, to the point where that's why I say I can't really fault a lot of my exes, because by the time we get to the end of the relationship, I'm just looking at you like, damn, nigga, what you even here for? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I know that's something fucked up with me. You know, I tell people that my feelings do not grow over time. And
Yeah.
I really wish they did. Like how some people become fond of their partner and they got all these, these little partner idiosyncrasies and they just together. That doesn't happen with me, because by the time I reach year 1 or year 2, I'm looking at you like, nigga, you don't want to go nowhere else. Like, fuck. Like,
Oh my
but
gosh.
I have work to do, but the overarching thing of the overarching point of everything I just said the last 5 minutes, I just want to leave with that. Y'all, all that fucking stops. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
at that point, you have a real relationship to deal with. You're dealing with the way this person chooses a certain way that drives you fucking crazy. You're dealing with the fact that they won't make up the motherfucking bed. You're dealing with the fact that this bitch fucking leaves the lid off of everything and puts it back in the... I went to another place. I'm sorry, y'all.
But yeah,
Anyway,
I can't take my ass to therapy about it. If anybody any body could know what that means, like when I like start to like somebody, I become less sexually attracted to them. Let me know what that's about.
one of my best friends, though, it's something similar. Shout out to Marcus. I love you, you draining bitch. You'll never watch this, though. That's why I say it. But anyway, his things like that. Like when he meets somebody, he's really interested in them. He says all the time he doesn't have sex with them. Like he just won't have sex with them, because for some reason, I guess he feels that that impedes the process of getting to know them or whatnot. And I don't share that philosophy.
I don't
Every
say that.
relationship
Yeah, I don't share that one either. It's just the sex drive just go down.
every relationship I've ever been in, we fucked the first night we met. Like, but I do think maybe, oh God, but it's so hard in our community because everything, especially social things, hinge on some type of sex or promise of sex. You know what I'm saying? So it's really, really difficult. And it's like me, I tell people all the time, I'm a visual person, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't never looked at a nigga and been like, damn, you got a big old fat ass personality. Oh my fucking
You know what?
God.
Somebody, this guy asked me that. This guy asked me this weekend. Well, I asked him first why he doesn't have a boyfriend, and he asked me the same thing. And I would have, I didn't even know how to answer it. Here I am asking somebody a question that I don't even know how to answer. But anyways, I was like, and I thought about it. I was like, really, I don't put myself in places to be around people that I would be interested in something like want to date long term. And I was like, I gotta start putting myself, I guess, in those places. Like
Yeah.
even if it's just like bars are cool, but I'm talking about like just like of course the apps, um places like the circuit parties and things like that. Like I'm not really, I don't plan on meeting nobody at those type of places. And it's like, so I don't. And then
You
again, I don't really
don't.
go nowhere. I don't really go nowhere. So that's kind of the reason why. Because niggas are easy. Getting a nigga is easy. You just got to go where
As
they are
hell.
and find them. Like it's not like it's hard. It's just I had to think about
I'm
that.
the same way because like this past weekend, I literally every weekend I have people calling me telling me to come places, and it's like I could go, but yo, I get in this apartment. I start listening to music. Cause anybody know me know I'm listening to music literally all fucking day, every day. That's just my thing. Next thing you know, I done cracked up a bottle of wine. Then I done rolled up. Then I start playing games on my phone.
Are you
Next thing you know,
done?
I don't want to go no fucking where no more
Oh,
because
come
now they
on.
got comfortable.
Auntie with wine and games on the phone. That is very auntie. That is
I,
very
I,
auntie-ish.
y'all don't understand. I be in this bitch in my drawers on the couch, just playing, having the time. And here's the thing: I be having the legit time of my life. I went to the fucking like Sunday. I had the full intention Sunday of going to the park for the Dogwood Festival, whatever the fuck, and
Mm.
got in that fucking car. Next thing you know, before I even knowed it, I ended up at the grocery store. I done went and bought onions and shit. Nigga, I made motherfucking tomato sauce from tomatoes from scratch. I done bought 2 bottles of wine. I popped them holes open. I done rolled about 3 blunts. I'm in this bitch
Oh, you
high and
good?
drunk and vibing and eating. And I just be like, man, fuck going nowhere. But I
Yeah.
feel like I'm too young for that. I gotta stop doing that. Has got to stop being my source of entertainment every weekend.
That's what I said too. I was too COVID really did a number on me.
Absolutely.
My social life really hasn't been the same since COVID. I used to be very social
Mhm.
like before COVID, and it's just like COVID just like changed all of that for me. Like I don't really go out like I used to and do things, just do stuff like
I was at work today asking them, y'all don't miss COVID? And everybody looked at me crazy. I'm like, bro, COVID was the best. I had the time of my life. Nigga, I was in this motherfucker baking bread. I was baking pies. I'm learning. I'm plugged into YouTube, just randomly learning history facts. I'm hiding a bitch every motherfucking night. Like I didn't have to go because see that's the thing. I I I'm trying to get out of the habit of saying I don't like people. But
right.
what I am going to say is this. I don't find any, I don't find all that enjoyment that other people find in crowds. You know what I'm saying? Like going to clubs. It isn't that I'm nervous or, oh my God, I have social anxiety. No, it's just, I get there and I be like, this shit boring as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, let
I
me
would rather
find a
be at
boy.
home.
I just want to go home. I'm so my space that I've created for myself in my home is
There's
so
nothing wrong with
inviting to
that.
me and so comfortable to me. It makes me so happy that I just don't like spending time anywhere
I
else.
have no problem with being at home. People who like somebody I forgot who said that. It was somebody who said I forgot who it was who said this. They said that people who don't like to go home, their home is not comfortable for them. That's why they
Yeah.
like to be out all the time and on the go and never at home. Like
Literally,
I get it.
the only thing I need to leave my house for is to go find somebody's son to post up in this goddamn bed. That's literally all I ever need to leave my house for. If
Let's
if
get
I
show
could
on the
order
road.
that and I can get them, and the thing is, I don't like the apps, but the apps are full of y'all niggas on the apps are weird as fuck. You all don't hit me up talking about no, hey, what's up? I am going to automatically block you. Bitch, how the fuck you want me to just jump in and just automatically be into like full
People that's
conversation?
because I never understood that because it's like if we were to meet in person, what do you think I'm gonna say to you if I approach you? Like the first thing I'm gonna say to you. So why would that change online? Like what do you want me to say other than a greeting? Like other than hello, how are you? Like
And look, and it always be a punk with that serious punk face. You know the one I'm talking about, where
and
they in the
I'm a
picture they
great
pose up in the picture.
conversationalist. And I'm a great conversationalist.
You know,
I don't know what you're talking about. Like when you can't, I can't ask you, what you doing. Like, what do you mean?
right.
It's just a.
Do not ask me that. There should be. I work. Oh, here's my favorite. I have my own job, my own car, my own money. Congratulations, you're a fucking adult. You're a fucking
I
regular
hate that
adult.
too.
Congratulations.
I hate that too. That is so. I mean, a lot of niggas on the apps, especially Jack, don't realize how they like turn niggas off with all that shit. Quit talking.
Bro, y'all have these big long soliloquies for bios, listing all your accomplishments and how you saved the motherfucking deer out the middle of the street and you went and taught in school in Guam and all that kind of shit like that, and you're still a horrible fucking person. Like I don't
Still a
even want to
horrible
have a
person
conversation with you.
by yourself. But
Oh,
anyways,
yeah.
what's been going on in the world on the apps
Let me see.
on
So
the app of
okay.
Twitter.
One thing we definitely gonna talk about. All right. So Keke Palmer, Black America's niece, aka the youngest auntie. I love her, but when I say Keke Palmer's whole energy gives 45-year-old woman that you love going
Hold
by her
on. Do you
house.
remember that time? I think everybody did. I think everybody forgot about this. But you remember that period when Keke Palmer shaved her head off and she was running around here acting like a functioning crackhead?
Be trying. Yo, let me tell you that. You know what I say about that period of her life? Because I remember it because what looking at it
Do you
now, I
remember
know
it?
what it was. She
Do
was
you remember
trying to
it?
find herself, huh?
Do you remember what I'm talking about though?
Absolutely. When she
It
got
was
that
very
stupid
kind of
ass tattoo on
odd.
the
It was
back of her
very
neck.
odd. She was doing a lot. She was just doing
She
a
was.
lot.
I told people, I said, Keke Palmer. At one time, she looked like the type of girl who dated studs with fuzzy braids. That's what she looked like. The
Keke
straight.
Palmer looked like your crack. Keke Palmer during that era was looking like your cousin, like your crackhead cousin, but like your functioning crackhead cousin. But don't
It
nobody
was
say
so
nothing.
weird.
But
It
don't
was
nobody say nothing to her because like she still keep her kids clean and all that stuff. Her kids hair still be combed and all that stuff. So you don't say nothing to her, but everybody knows she on that shit.
yeah.
But that's what she was given, like functioning crackhead.
It was a very, very weird time. And the fact that people glaze over that right now
They
lets you know
glaze
how
over
wonderful of a
like
job.
that era never happened.
Bitch, because Keke Palmer in 2016, 2017 was a mess. She was a mess. But anyway, so she does this podcast. And one of the guests she had scheduled was Johnathan Majors.
Okay.
She scrapped the episode, but clips of it did show up. Um, and y'all acted like she was interviewing Trump on that fucking show. Y'all trying to get the girl canceled, bringing up R. Kelly shit, all that kind of stuff like that. And I wanted to bring it up to say one thing. Y'all did the most about Keke. Y'all gonna get up off her, but because first of all, y'all didn't have that energy for Sierra when she did a song with Chris Brown. Y'all didn't have that energy for Chloe. Y'all didn't have that energy for Normani. Y'all didn't have that energy for who was the other one that worked with Chris Brown? Because Chris Brown actually beats black women.
All of them did.
Oh, they don't have, and right now his tour is doing very well. So y'all don't have that, but y'all want to have that weird energy for Keke. And I'm gonna say something. I couldn't tweet it, but I am gonna say it here.
What's that?
I feel like y'all did a lot with Johnathan Majors. Period. Here's the
Yeah.
thing: what he did, I'm gonna say what he did was goofy. He handled the situation so goofily.
Yeah.
I do think he's an asshole. But the nigga was bringing a coffee cup with him everywhere. Of course, he's fucking weird. I do believe he's a narcissist, all that kind of shit like that. Boot the
Yeah.
woo. However, y'all taking this white woman's word very hard because we saw the video. And let
Yeah.
me and one thing
Come on, Umar. Come on, Umar.
you can feel however the fuck you want to feel about me saying this right now. I am never in my life taking a white woman's word for anything that motherfucking hard. I don't give a damn. A white woman, let me tell you something. A white woman could knock on my door right now and say, a lion just tore her ass up from my door. I'm a peep around. Where the lion at, bitch? I don't fucking see it. Yeah, I see the scratches. I see bite marks. Where the motherfucking lion at? I do
Oh
not trust
God.
or believe white women.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. Oh, he's an abuser. Baby, holla at me when you hit a black woman. If
It's
if he do
nobody's
something to Megan Good,
fault.
if he do something to Megan Good, I promise to God, I'll be the first motherfucker out here to burn that nigga alive in the stake. I'm not falling on no sword for nobody's white woman.
Yeah,
Hell
I
the
don't
fuck
see.
no.
My only issue with his whole thing, of course, what he did was wrong, right? But
Mm-hmm.
my only issue with it is just how he handled it and just the whole. I don't see the only one looking stupid in this is really Megan Good because
Oh God, poor thing.
what is your ass doing over there? Unless
Oh, I know what she there for.
unless Megan Good was the woman he was texting and was cheating on the white woman with. That's the
And he got
only
stuck.
reason I could see Megan Good being there.
Look, I know why she with him. Let me tell you something. You, I, I know what good dick look like. That's all I can.
Oh, hold on. So
I know
I
what good
think
dick
hold
look
on.
like.
He gives me it's big, but it just it don't he probably don't give me it
You know,
it
you
just
know.
don't- I don't get
Listen,
that from him.
I really do I get good sex energy from him. But then again, I gonna say my judgment probably clouded because I still think the nigga fine. I don't get eight.
Oh yeah, he's
That nigga
fine.
fine. I don't give a fuck. And let me tell you something. A lot of this, a lot of this blowback that he's getting is seated in there. You niggas were mad that this very, very, very unambiguously black looking man was getting called beautiful and fine. Y'all couldn't wait to tear that down. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Y'all motherfuckers been trying to convince us Chris Brown, goddamn chicken stick looking motherfucking ass, been fine for 15 years and it just don't curl over. That nigga looks like Chris Brown looks like a light-skinned kickstand to me. I'm
What
sorry,
was
that is not
that?
an attractive man, but because he's light-skinned, y'all go up. All these other niggas y'all go up for the boy that y'all going up for, not the one that's fake dating Tiana Taylor. I think first of all, I think that boy, I ain't gonna say that, but that boy,
What's his name? Is it Aaron something?
yeah, Aaron something. I get it, but when I seen him without that beard. He ain't that, he just
I
light-skinned.
mean, listen, I'm not a
He would be
colorist.
kid than beard.
I'm not a colorist. The colorist page, I mean, don't come after me. If you did, I wouldn't give a fuck. But I normally not into like I ain't gonna say not into because I don't really I'm not gonna like not date somebody because of their skin color. That's what I mean, the color of their skin, right? Their skin
Mhm.
complexion. But if I have a preference, I don't normally go for yellow cake.
No, I'm from Louisiana. Let me tell you
And
something.
and
Red
just
and yellow bones are a
if you
headache.
yellow with pretty eyes, I mean, that's cute. I mean, you could be handsome as fuck, but like that ain't nothing that I normally would go after. Not saying that I wouldn't date someone like that because, like I say, I don't. There's not a. I don't have a preference. I mean, I ain't gonna say I don't have a preference, but I don't have a hang up on skin tone. So it's anything.
Light skin and light eyes, that combination does absolutely nothing for me. I like all them green eyes. Hey, that don't do shit for me. And the thing is, the niggas irritating because all of them do the same shit. Be about to burn they motherfucking retinas out trying to take them pictures with staring into direct sunlight, about to burn all they fucking eyes up. Bitch, we see your fucking eyes gray. You ain't gotta stare directly into the sun in every picture you fucking take. My God.
And I just can't see them. I don't see them. I mean, it ain't for me to see, but I can't even picture them like having sex.
Who? Megan Good and Jonathan
No,
Majors?
that
Oh,
Tiana Taylor and the Aaron dude.
because they not fucking. That's a pub. That. Let me tell you something. If that man likes women, because I'm sorry, everything, and I'm not one of them people that I don't project homosexuality on the people, but it's just something about. Every time I love, like, man, and Tiana Taylor, she ain't no we ain't talking about no delicate flower here. Tiana Taylor's a thug, so it's like
Right.
if
Well,
anything, I believe
she seems harder than him. She seems like the dominant masculine one in the relationship.
she was the dominant masculine one in the last relationship she was in. She was.
I don't think so. No.
Oh,
You,
really?
you think with Ahmad, what's his name?
You know what? Now that I think about it, because the fuck nigga energy
That's
with
who
him is high. That
that's
nigga,
who
that
like
was
who
a
got the
nigga.
hammer right there. That's who like who got the
Oh,
hammer right
absolutely.
there.
Absolutely. I seen a picture of him, and here's how you know she thinks like a nigga. I love girls like I when I not think like a nigga's the wrong thing, but you could tell a girl who's been around guys. She's
Yeah,
that girl. She used to post pictures of him around the house like he was a little thought or something. She posted a picture. And you know it wasn't posed because it would be too random. He was coming down
right.
some stairs and he had these fucking little ass shorts on. And she taking pictures of that nigga talking and leaving the caption talking about something. Well, be right back, y'all. I gotta go. I'm like, this
He
girl
was so
is a
fine.
nigga.
He was so fine.
Yeah, he was fine with it's something about see, I don't usually like him tall like that, but he was tall but had a little, it still was some weight there. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the deal. So I normally like tall dudes, but it's like it's easy for a tall dude to look like goofy.
Yes.
It's easy for a tall dude to look goofy, and like
Long ass arms.
this is
Them
it.
long, they don't know. It's like when niggas be that big and that tall, it's like they have the spatial awareness of white women.
Oh my
They
god!
don't
Oh,
understand.
I was gonna say that. Like somebody that's like a big dude that moves about like he's 5'6" or something. I can't. Oh,
My
oh.
nigga, you are 300 pounds. You cannot be moving around or control your fucking arms, you big bitch. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You knocking everything, big goof ass knocking shit over, breaking shit by mistake, cause your ass just no, you're not aware of your own mass. But anyway, back to the whole original point. At first I didn't believe Johnathan Majors and Making Good because you could tell it was a publicity stunt.
Right.
But I do believe somewhere along the line they actually did start fucking, and that's when she got sprung. Them pictures changed. They got intimate, because before they used to look like they was posing everywhere they went. Now they got shit. Listen,
I just
I'm gonna watch.
I loosely have followed this Johnson Majors thing since the very beginning. Like I have barely followed it. Just the stuff I see online. I hate to be like this, but I just don't care. I hate to
No,
be like this. I just don't care.
no, that's the way you're supposed to be. To be honest, it's like I say, I don't really give a fuck about it. It's just I'm really tired of people behaving like, you know what I'm saying. We got real ass abusers in this community. You know what I'm saying? Damn near every famous black man that's being platformed at this particular moment in time is a trash heap, from Stephen A. Smith down to any of the fucking rappers, down to motherfucker like we mentioned, Dr. Uber. Every black man that has a
Everybody down.
platform right now.
They don't have it was a tweet that said that the representation of black men in the media is like trash. And I noticed that too, especially on YouTube. Let me get on this for a second.
Go ahead.
On YouTube, a lot of it's very hard to find content on YouTube by heterosexual black men because they can't never they are so like just pussy. It's like they can't just stand on anything.
Mm-mm.
They both size everything. They can
Yep.
only even if they don't even have a political podcast. When it's time to like criticize Republicans, no, when it's time to criticize Democrats, they can do that uh, by themselves. It's all the Democrats. Woo 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 woo. When it's time to criticize Republicans, they both size it. They can
Yep.
never critique Republicans as they're on their own, and it's so weak to me. It's just so weak that they have to do that, and it's everything. It's like the tone. It's everything. It has to be like anti-woman and everything. Just like incel white dudes, and it's like,
Yep.
why do y'all have to be that way to feel like you have to get traction on this shit?
You know why? I'm gonna tell you why. It ain't nothing deep or scientific. Straight black men are in the same boat with white women, fucking doing the most and do whatever they can for white male approval. Nobody loves white men like straight black men. I'm talking about this, you're never gonna be one of them, bro. You're never gonna be one of them. Then you're never gonna get a piece of white male privilege for yourself. You're never gonna
Right.
be at their fucking table. Ever, no matter what you do. So stop fucking doing it. Y'all niggas look goofy. Mainly the
As
rappers.
hell.
I'm talking about this is the first time in history, I think, that we've seen this many black men pussyfoot around white men. And the thing is, it ain't we can take it out of the entertainment space. You know, right now, where I'm working right now, it irritates me to see just one white man walk by a group of niggas. They
Mm.
get the cheesing and acting like fucking children. It turns my stomach. I'm like, it makes my
You would get
skin
so much.
crawl.
You would get so much further in life. Definitely in life, and definitely in like in workspaces, when you realize that a lot these white people, they're just white, and that's
That's
how
it.
they got to where they at. Like they're not smarter than you. They're not. See, I come from a home that told me this. You know, they're not smarter than you. They're not better than you just because you know they're white or whatever. You know, like they're just white. They're just
That's
white
it.
folks.
And they can't see that it's like these black men, they shitting on their own. They do all this just for a white man to pat them on the fucking head. I couldn't
That is
imagine
so.
living like that.
That is so. Like when I see that stuff, that is just so. It's so foreign to me. Like
Like, white
especially
men,
coming
let me tell
from.
you something. A white man don't change. I could walk into a room full of them. I'm just gonna move about my life like
They're
regular.
white. I noticed that too, especially when I got into like in corporate and stuff and seeing like um people in positions and higher than me that's not more qualified than me, and seeing them like just the opportunities that they get with less qualifications, and just the opportunities, the chances they get. Really, what I noticed more so than the opportunities, they get chances to fuck up over and
Mhm.
over and over again and still get the same opportunities. We had
Yep.
this one white bitch, and it's in my job where I worked at my old companies 2 companies ago. This bitch fucked up like 4 departments, and they just kept moving her around, making her head of departments. I'm like, only a white person get to do that.
I'm gonna tell you this: a white woman in corporate America, the way they get the fuck up,
Yes.
like I was having, who's always gonna give you the best conversation about white women in the workplace?
What's that?
Black women. Cause the
Yeah.
shit that black women see white women do and have to, like, just they because what happens is they do that white woman shit with white men. That whole
Mhm.
crying and playing victim. That
Oh
works on
yeah,
white men, by
victim.
the way, with them.
Here's the
You know
deal.
what I'm saying?
Here's what happened with them playing victim. What I've noticed is that white women and white men get put in places just because they're being white, because they're
Mm-hmm.
white. Sometimes the white woman do have to have a little bit some qualifications to get her shit. Sometimes, not all the times, but sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And the white woman, when she gets in a position where she knows she's just there because she's white, it's
Mm-hmm.
not, she doesn't have guilt, but she's threatened by other people who are qualified for what she's not qualified for. And so if you ever make her feel threatened or anything like that, she's gonna do what she can do to get you out of there. White men, white men do not give a fuck. They could have experience in nothing, and they're gonna go in there like they know what the fuck they're doing and gonna try to run shit like they know what the fuck they doing, and like don't give a fuck that they're not qualified. Don't give a fuck that you know that they're not qualified. It's just no guilt with them.
It's so funny. I never get this way back in the day. Um, I worked at a particular restaurant. I ain't gonna say the name of it. And one of the head chef, he it was messy because first off, if anybody who's ever worked in the kitchen know that everybody in the kitchen fucking. Everybody is fucking. The servers all fucking the cooks fucking the bartenders, the managers fucking everybody. Everybody at the restaurant is fucking. I have a funny story about that too. It's not the show for that, but I want to tell it so bad. But anyway, the old head chef, he got caught down bad fucking one of the managers, and so he ended up getting fired because his wife
Okay.
came up there and showed her ass one day. But anyway, we ended up getting this white girl named Stephanie. to be the head chef. She had just got out of culinary school and whatnot, so she knew how to make all the little shit with vegetables. She could cut the goddamn carrots, tornadoes, and shit like that. Anyway, Stephanie knew her shit. The problem was Stephanie had no idea how to manage anything, and that's the part. A chef has to be a manager. Well, we used to have team meetings. Every month we had team meetings. It was mandatory. And the front of the house, the servers, they would have these long, crazy meetings. All the cooks in the back, our meetings were 5 minutes because the chef would be, hey, does anybody have any issues? Anybody have anything? All right, y'all go home. And that was our meetings. Not with Stephanie. The very first meeting that Stephanie held, we thinking it's business. We thinking we about to go home. She's like, so does anybody have anything that they would like to say? And we all like, no. Are you sure? Yeah, Stephanie, we good with. Because it was brought to my attention that and she started telling everybody's business. People that came and told her stuff. She started talking about the dishwasher told me that you're not. And then it just erupted into this big argument and this huge fucking.
She didn't know what she was doing.
White women thrive in chaos like that.
She had no clue what she was doing. Speaking of white women, did you hear about what they was how they was like dragging Madonna?
Okay. All right. Yes. Now this is my time. So anybody who knows me knows that I am a music snob. That is my thing. Music is my hobby. I listen to everything. I listen to everybody. Look, I have a near encyclopedic knowledge of music. I say all that to say this. Growing up as a baby gay, 2 women raised me. Well, a bunch of women raised me, but my two mothers, Janet Jackson and Madonna. But I am an elder millennial gay. Them 2 women raised me. And so this conversation, so it started from, I believe it was a tweet where someone had Madonna, Janet Jackson, Mariah Carey, Celine Dion, and Whitney Houston in a picture together. And they were like, rank all of these artists by their discographies. So everybody talking about something. I know who on the bottom. So it gets to the point where they all talking about Madonna. Everybody saying Madonna's music is trash, this, that, and the other. Let me take this hand off real quick because I'm sweating now because I need to say this. Y'all were not there. I was there in real time. We had a big 5. This is why people of my age cannot be impressed by y'all's music now. Michael Jackson, Prince, Whitney Houston, Janet Jackson, Madonna. Those 5 people existed on the charts at the same time. Michael Jackson and Madonna literally built the blueprint for the pop star. If you are a woman, particularly a woman, if you are any artist today who incorporates sexuality into your art, you owe that white woman that y'all dragging a debt. If it wasn't for her, I remember when the Justify My Love video first came out in 1990. I was a kid. And I can remember the controversy. This woman literally had the Pope on TV talking about denouncing her because Madonna was in the hallway getting fucked by men and women in the video. They wouldn't show the video nowhere.
Was it the video when because here's the thing. I can't name you 3 Madonna songs. I probably can't name you. I probably can't name you 1, to be honest with you. But anyways, if I hear it, I could. But anyways, my early memory of Madonna was watching what's the video channels where the videos would play where you can call in and get the videos or whatever.
Yeah.
They used to play back in the day. I was little. This is probably around, this had to be in 89, 90 maybe. And there was a video, I don't know what song it was, but it was a video. In the video, she's burning a cross. And I remember my grandma, turn that shit off. And I remember that was the only memory I have. And so I remember like whenever Madonna would come on TV, we had to turn it off. I didn't know what we had to turn it off for. I didn't care because I mean I didn't really like the music as a little. I wasn't really into it. I didn't care, but I knew when she came on, that white boy had to turn that off.
My mama, I'll never forget. Because you couldn't watch Justify My Love anywhere. The only place you could watch it was on the box. And it
Uh-huh.
was about to come on. My mama jumped over the couch to cut that damn TV off because, Madonna was a freak. She was, but beyond that, the point that I really wanted to make, I saw a lot of, well, I'm black. We don't listen to that. I really want niggas to stop with that shit.
Yeah.
Do y'all know how much y'all missing out on in life?
Yeah.
Weighing your blackness against something that you think we don't pay attention to. Like, you know what I'm saying? How y'all like to go against electronic music. Baby, we created that. House music was created by a group of fucking black gay men in fucking Chicago. And now you see all these white kids want to oons and do all the electronic shit and everything like that. That come from
Yes.
us.
Like
Stop,
like even
stop
this
doing that.
of course country music. I have I just like not just but it took me a while to get like the over like just I have to look past that these motherfuckers are definitely racist. They definitely probably voted for Trump, but like them white male country singers be jamming their ass off,
Let
and
me tell you
I
something.
hate it. I hate
It's
it.
some vocalists over on that side. I ain't gonna,
I
them
hate
them
it.
white folk be singing. Chris
But then
Stapleton.
particularly the white male country singers, they really got some like boppers. I mean, they really be jamming over there, and it's like I know this motherfucker voted for Trump. God damn, I know he did. But
You
shit.
know, but you know why though? Because they keep their music relatable. White
Hmm.
country artists ain't out here talking about living in no mansion. They ain't out here talking about, now. Granted,
Yo,
not saying that they don't do all that shit, but they
one of my
keep their.
favorite one of my favorite songs is by John Party, and he's talking about he's about to go out on a date, and he was talking about he about to park his tractor, and he got a little dirt on his boot, but I'm taking you uptown tonight. Like that shit be jamming.
It's relatable. And like right now, that's part of what turned me off so bad with rap music. Fam, we are in a point in time right now where it is egregious to be out here throwing money and all that kind of shit like that. Yo, I tell people all the time, if any of these rap niggas just started making blue collar songs, do you
Hmm.
know how big they would blow? Like niggas wanna relate to some of these. You talking about jumping out of motherfucking Hellcats and all that. It's not relatable.
It's not
You know what
relatable.
I'm saying? One of my
On the
favorite
female
country
side
songs.
too, talk about niggas buying you Birkins and flying you places. That's not relatable.
It's not. You got them country women gonna sit down and talk about how she waiting on this man who she know is cheating to come home because she got the shotgun and she gonna shoot him and she gonna shoot the dog and she gonna shoot that bitch too. That's another thing, country. But the thing about country music, they gets down. That shit
Yeah.
is messy.
It's basically R&B without a bass line. That's all it
It's
is.
R&B with a banjo. That's
It's all
literally it. Because
it
that subject matter be messy. One of my favorites by a dude named Justin Moore is a song called "I Can Kick Your Ass." That shit
Let me
goes
write that down.
off. The whole song is about him sizing the motherfucker up at the bar, talking about something. I know I can beat your ass. I'm like, look.
Where
But
is
yeah,
so
y'all,
speaking of people
over.
criticizing speaking of people criticizing like the I guess you could call it the greats or whatever. Did you hear what Lizzo was saying about something she was saying that Britney Spears is inspired by Janet Jackson, and like a lot of people got mad at that. I think that's what started the Madonna
Okay,
conversation. That's
okay.
what started the
So
Madonna conversation.
So I knew Lizzo had said something. I didn't know exactly what she said. I'm glad you told me because now I have something to say. She didn't lie.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason that y'all claim Britney Spears was a child of Madonna was because Madonna embraced Britney so early and because they're both white.
White.
Everything about Britney's stage presence, her act, her music, you
Mm-hmm.
know, it's literally all Janet Jackson. The Janet was the girl doing the, the very intricate, almost military style precision
Choreography,
choreography.
yes.
That's what Britney did. Madonna did not do that.
Yeah.
Madonna was a dancing girl, but she was not a choreography girl. Madonna was gonna get down and start doing the weird white woman shit, but she would fall into a groove. Janet was, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and bop 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 boom
Yeah.
boom boom, and
But
that was Britney.
they are wearing Lizzo out here lately about, but they always going on that girl. But like I say, Lizzo, Lizzo
I
make
know what
music
you're
for
about to say.
Lizzo make music for fat people who wear who wear t-shirts with their opinions written on them.
Lizzo,
Like,
let me tell you something. Lizzo, I ain't gonna lie. One thing I always will be inspired by her is her insistence on her being the baddest bitch walking. You cannot tell that woman that she is not the baddest bitch walking. And God damn it, I gotta give her props for that. I
yeah,
do believe Lizzo's an asshole though. Cause it's like the
I do
music ain't
too.
enjoyable. Cause
I do too.
one of my, I'm trying to figure out which one of my mutuals said it a while back. He said he randomly went to a Lizzo concert one night, and literally the only thing in there was him and like 35 to 40-year-old white women. Literally,
Oh
that's her
yeah,
demographic. Her
that's it. That's
demographic
it.
is the
It
white
is.
women, the white soccer mom. That's what white soccer moms listen to when they ready to cut up for a night. Like on a Friday night,
One
oh,
of
they gonna
my
throw some
favorite.
Lizzo on.
One of my favorite Lizzo reads or jokes or whatever was when she was on the red carpet one time. She had a little purse, like really, really little tiny purse.
I
She's
remember.
big, so everybody look extra tiny. And somebody was like, "What's in her purse?" And then somebody said, "It's a chicken nugget pre-dipped in ketchup." And when I tell you, every time I see her, I think about that joke.
Nigga, and the thing is, the only thing Lizzo used to do, she used to stay doing some minstrel shit. One day I see the video of her twerking in Taco Bell. I'm like, what the fuck is she throwing ass to Taco Bell? Then she got into it with the Taco Bell employees or some shit because they didn't have an order. And I'm like, ma'am, you are throwing all
It's
your
so funny
ass
too.
around in a Taco Bell.
When she went to the Lakers game and sat on them people's seat in that thong, and everybody was like, somebody tweeted, "We're not being fat folks. It's not about her weight. It's about sanitation." That shit had me laughing.
Because it's the truth. They try to take everything and turn it into this whole,
But I
oh,
will
you're
say this
all being
though:
phobic. I'm like,
if
no.
Rihanna wore that same thing, nobody would have had nothing to say. Let's be honest.
I, it.
They wouldn't be
Oh
talking about.
damn! You know what? I can't push back on that. You're right. Rihanna had
They
her
would
whole
not be talking about sanitation and her sitting in the seats and all that stuff.
yo. Yo, Christina Milian was on the fucking RB Money podcast this past week, and she told a story about Rihanna. What Tank does is part of the story where he says, "Don't say no names," and so basically they have to tell a story, but you know who they talking about. And she
Yeah.
was talking about how they all went after this. They went to the strip club together, and everybody was smoking and drinking. So apparently Rihanna wasn't ready for the party to be over, so she invited everybody back to her penthouse, her hotel, whatever, and all the strippers were there dancing, but wasn't nobody throwing no money. So she was like, at the end of the night, all the girls grabbed their stuff and went up to Rihanna and was like, "Hey, we about to go because like we ain't nobody throwing the money." And Christina Milian, she said Rihanna just hit the blunt like, "Bitch, shut up and dance." I'm like, and Rihanna, I like Rihanna, but we gotta have a real
But
serious conversation about Rihanna not being a good person one day.
no, she's never been a good person. And that's another thing that I always see. Like, Rihanna's one of the most horrible people out here. But, I mean, she has good PR, I guess.
I like her, but I ain't gonna say I wouldn't want to hang out with Rihanna because Rihanna gives me that she gives me that she fights men. And she just gonna tell you some shit that's just like, cause
Yeah.
her mouth
That's
back in the day, man. Yeah,
sexual
some of y'all ain't old
deviance.
enough to remember when she first got a Twitter. That motherfucker would say one of my favorite things she ever said. And it was so racist, it was so bad, but it was a Indian guy. He came on there. He said something about why don't you ever wear your own hair? All I ever see you do is wear weaves. And she was like, I don't wear my own hair because your sister grows it for me and I run along. I'm like,
That's crazy. But that shit
But
with strippers
we're
and all
gonna
that
have to get a
shit.
music segment on here too, because I gotta get you started listening to some I feel like that'd be so funny because I know I feel like because I know you like blues. I know blues is your bag and stuff like that. And I feel like I can get you to listen to like some bullshit and report back on it.
We'll listen, and I'll listen and report back. But ask you a question: do you go cruising?
I am not a cruising gay. I ain't gonna tell you the lie. I don't know how to do it. Like how
Okay,
other gays know how to cruise, I don't know how to do it because I don't know how to approach people like that.
put a pin in it right there.
Okay.
So there was this guy. I forgot where he was. I don't have the article up where this happened there, but he was in the park cruising.
Uh,
Clearly, he didn't know how to cruise because he approached a undercover officer, and the officer he was talking to him or whatever. I don't know how what is other states or whatever, but I know, like, I guess here in Texas, they really won't do nothing to you until you expose yourself, and that's when you get arrested, or when you like do what this fool just did. He when you expose yourself, like TD Jake's son did in the park out here a while back. Um, what?
wait,
TD,
what?
let me tell you what happened with that. So TD Jake's son got caught in a park out here. This was over 10 years ago. It's been a while. And the only reason why that the public found out is because he got a ticket the night that he got caught in the park. This fool didn't pay the ticket, so it went into warrants, and the media saw the Jake's name on the warrant list, and that's how they found out it was him. And it got out that he was in the park. He pulled out his penis in the park at an undercover officer.
Now I'm thinking about that TD Jakes meme. Now, have you ever been swallowed up?
And you
Have
know,
you ever been
I really
swallowed?
hate that he got tied up in that because he that man ain't did nothing to like for people to start calling him gay. That was crazy to me. But back to
It
what I was
was
saying.
fucked up.
That's what I was saying about the guy was he was cruising, and so he didn't pull out his penis or anything and show the undercover officer. He was basically asking the officer about sex or whatever. And I was like, "Nah, I'm just gonna finish my job." This fool reaches around and grabs the officer's dick, and that's what got him in trouble. Had he just went on, because the officer told him, "No, I'm not interested." Basically, the undercover officer giving him a pass. He told him no, like, just go on about your business. Like, and he reached around and grabbed that man's dick and got arrested.
I am so tired. First of all, good for his motherfucking ass.
And
Second, I am so tired of you fucking camel thirsty gays. Okay. Um, I have a lot to say about this. I'm gonna start with this one thing first. This is why I always say it is so important for us to protect our spaces. And when I say I, I'm talking about gay spaces. It's so important for us to protect our spaces and so important for us to keep them there for us
right.
because on gay clubs, gay bars, gay spaces are literally some of the only spaces I've ever seen that have whole dedicated areas to you freaky frog niggas. If you
They
at the we can go to the gay
got
club
to.
we can go to the gay club right now, and if we on the dance floor, and next thing you know, somebody hormones that click the right way, y'all can go right over to the dark room because we have those spaces. That is what they are for because we know in our community, sex is just a thing. I say that to say this. You niggas who do shit like that, y'all want to go and do all this risky shit in parks, in bathrooms, and stuff like that. Just carry your ass to the punk bar. You can see somebody's son right up in there, and you ain't got to ask no questions. A lot of times, it's just a look in the eye. nigga, come over here to this dark corner and we is about to do the goddamn. Y'all want to
So
carry y'all ass in public to these mall bath. Sniffers gonna get y'all fucked up. Sniffers is gonna
really
get
so.
y'all
So
fucked up.
when I was back when I did would have been into something like that. I have done like public stuff like that, and like you just said, in a confined gay space,
Right,
not in a public space or in a space that wasn't designed for that.
right,
It's like well, I guess I've always done it in a controlled environment. Is what I'm gonna say.
right.
Like, so it was never any risk of me getting arrested or anything like that. And it's like, that's in, but
Because that's the thing. My
it's
thing is,
possible.
as opposed to going out, because because everybody knows that they have undercover police out there just for you motherfuckers. Instead of putting yourself in type of environment, and now you risk all this embarrassment because all that stuff is public record. You know what I'm saying? Instead of that, just go to the circuit party. Nigga, you can literally fuck right there on the dance floor. What you think, nigga? It was so funny because I happened to mention circuit parties on my Safe for Work page, and so a couple of the people, everybody on my Safe for Work page, I respect y'all. That's why I don't be answering y'all questions, because a lot of y'all started asking me what is a circuit party. I was like, just take my word for it. It ain't for you. Just
Right,
don't
you
worry.
know what it goes.
Because literally, the music be going. First of all, nobody goes to a circuit party here because music is always just dun, 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 dun. That's what the music sounds like. Oh, like dun, 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 dun,
Like a
dun.
bathhouse.
And next, but it ain't house. It's like this. It's
No,
like
no,
this.
no, no. I said like a bathhouse.
Yes. Oh, bathhouse. That music be creepy. That's gay. That's gay haunted house music that be in the bathhouse. You walking through the bathhouse with a towel, you just hear a white woman going, no. That's literally what the music be sounding like. And so,
But do go to one of those places. Go to Flex. Go to something like that if that's what you're like into.
right,
Like,
you're safe.
don't risk. Don't risk it.
You're right. You're safe in there. You know, you ain't got to worry about nobody stabbing you or nothing like that. They're getting robbed or nothing like that. Everybody has to show their IDs. That's what it is. Y'all scared to pull your real IDs out of place, so you don't. So you want to go out here fucking like stray dogs and cats in parks and shit like that, and behind dumpsters and up on the goddamn fast food signs. I still remember you niggas that got caught down bad fucking up under the goddamn Dunkin' Donuts drive-through. Why
I
are we
remember
having
that.
this type of sex? Why are we having
I
this type
remember
of
when
sex?
um what was I finna say? My mind would totally blank.
Talk about and they stay getting caught fucking in these random places. Prime example, it was a group of them, of course here in Atlanta. A car full of niggas just riding around butt naked. Four niggas
Oh.
in the car just butt naked, just riding around. I'm like, do you know how embarrassed I would be for that to make it to anybody's paper? That I'm like, I'm sorry. Listen, some shit just no, man. Like, what is this thing with risky sex? That's my thing.
Oh, here's what I'm gonna say. So Sniffies is hilarious. It's that's why I can't. I'm too nosy to delete the apps. That's the only reason why I have them. I'm just nosy. Like, I have no reason to have Sniffies or Jack. And like I'm like hooking up with people like on a regular
Yeah,
front. I'm like, I can delete that shit, but it's entertaining at this point. So I like to go to I stayed, even when I lived in Atlanta, I stayed by the area where everything was popping. I could see the
red
wall for
roof.
I could see the wall for the red roof. That's how I knew how to go get that weed that time. It was like I could see the wall from the red roof.
Yo, this nigga. Let me tell you something. I ain't been to cut your but I ain't bought weed like that since I was in high school. I go pick this nigga up, and he hit me with the make a left right here. All right, go straight. All right, make this right here. Okay, pull up in this building right here. We at the red roof. I'm like, this motherfucker. I swear, I have
I
not
was
bought
going to go
weed.
buy marijuana, y'all. And that was the closest place. that I could find because the regular guy that was not available. So
We in 2025 buying weed like it's 2001. You know how back in the day we used to have to go on quest for weed. See, y'all
oh
got
yeah, you have
apps
to
and
find
shit
it.
now. Nigga trying to
Look
find
for
weed,
it.
especially if you was in a hood that you didn't know or you wasn't from. Oh my God. It was like
So
a
no.
underground weed head railroad.
What I was saying about the apps and what makes them entertaining is the location wall. So in Atlanta, of course, Red Roof, they get the arguing and stuff, and then they get the police come, they put alert the police out there and all that type of stuff. And all that type of stuff. And then like the one here in Dallas, it just be drama. Like there's a thing going on now where there's somebody breaking into the cars and like or where they park it on the street to go do the. So here they cruise on a in a park that's really a trail in the daytime. Like it's a walking trail in the daytime, and they fucking out there at night. And so the area where they park at, it's like the homeless people, because it's not far off from downtown. So it's like the homeless people that live in there at night. And that's a lot of who they in there, dick stay up there sucking is homeless niggas and stuff. That's another story for another day. Um but the homeless people is breaking into their cars and shit while they cruising, and they putting it on the thing and talking about somebody broke into my car and all this shit. I'll be in bed laughing, just
I'm like,
gagging.
and my thing is just, I'm just not about to be doing all this sex outside. Cause my thing, especially in the wintertime, it's cold. I live in the South. In the summertime, we got motherfucking mosquitoes, nigga. I'm not trying to catch no fucking malaria for no damn sex on the
The
park
top,
bench.
like I say, I'm not foreign to any of this stuff. I've done it before, but
Oh, of course, we've all done
my
it
thing
before.
is, my thing is, if it's good, I'm gonna want to like get somewhere where I can get comfortable, and that's always the like downfall of that, and that's why I never want to get into it, because it's like, okay, can we leave here and go? And it's like most of them they're out there because that's what turned them on is doing it out there, and it's like, ugh.
I'll never forget. This is many years. This is like almost 20 years ago. This was over 20 years ago. I think I was like 20. I think I was probably was 20. Anyway, me and my second ex, we were both young. We were both living at home, so we couldn't nobody host. So I never get. It was Valentine's Day. It was fucking Valentine's Day, and
Uh-huh.
we was a.
I'm listening.
Oh, sorry. I thought Giza did something.
No,
Anyway,
no, I'm listening.
it was Valentine's Day, and we was trying to fuck. Cause we 2 20-year-olds, so of course that's what we always try to do. So what we was gonna do, we was gonna get a hotel room. Every hotel in the city was booked up, even the fucking shitty ones. I'm talking about even the fucking the prostitute hotels. There
Yeah.
wasn't a
They
vacancy in
got
the
booked
city.
first.
Huh?
They got booked first, but keep going.
So we in the car riding around trying to find somewhere so we can have our little sex. And so he gets the bright idea to go to the park. Howard Park, never fucking forget. It was pitch black fucking dark. So we drove into the park, cut the car headlights off, and we drove and we ended up on grass. He parked the car on the fucking grass. And so we get out the car and we get behind the car and we fucking in the grass like some damn dogs.
Uh-huh.
Next thing you know, a spotlight come on. When I tell you every light in that park came on at the same time, this motherfucker had us in the middle of the baseball diamond. And I'm talking about all the lights shining on us. And it was the police pulling up. And I was like, I ain't never been so scared in all my life. Our clothes all over the ground. We scrambling, putting everything on. And so the police officer shined his spotlight over the car. He say, step from behind the car.
Oh
My
wow.
ex get his stupid ass, so he got on my shorts and his shirt. And the first thing he gonna say is, officer, we was just talking. Look, I think that was the first moment I realized I can't be with this nigga no more. But like, I'm like, dude, just shut up. Stop trying to talk. We
Yeah,
just down there. But
yeah. It
either
was
way,
it.
I guess the police, he was satisfied enough with us being embarrassed to the point he was just like, get out of here, and you know. So he didn't give us no ticket or nothing like that. We just, that was one of the most embarrassing moments of my life.
When I was in my early 20, at that age, 20 years old, I would meet up with people and go fuck at the bookstore.
Yeah,
Like just put a few dollars in that machine, and that would be it. And you get no damn hotel. Anybody you can't afford no hotel room. This
nigga,
what that's gonna be.
we me and this same ex, we ran a trade on a nigga on a fucking tennis court at LSU. we literally we would be fucking it because we was broke and didn't have nowhere to
Right.
go.
Like I said, I mean, and because that's when I was doing that stuff. It's when I was living at home and things like that. I had a car. Only time I ever got caught in my car, one time we decided that we was gonna park in a hotel parking lot. It was like one of them, it wasn't like a fancy hotel, but it was like a shitty
Yeah.
hotel. And that fucking Arab owner came out there banging on the window. I was like, when did that
Ah,
begin?
nigga, getting caught during sex is. I feel like it's a rite of passage for everybody after it. I don't give a. There's no such thing as a grown person who ain't never got caught fucking one time. I told that story a couple episodes ago about sneaking my ex out of my
Yes.
grandmother's house. But like, I'm trying to. Oh man, like, getting caught stories. Yeah,
I
not
never
while
got
I'm
caught.
drawing a blank.
Save them for next time. But I will say this. One crazy thing. I remember one time being young, me and my then ex, this I was long time ago. We decided we was gonna fuck in the car and we went park somewhere. We was in a part neighborhood we weren't familiar with. We were somewhere in Houston. And when we got done fucking, we realized we was on a church parking lot.
I,
Like, didn't it was crazy. I was like,
I
oh shit.
I can't laugh. I can't laugh too hard because I did hit a pastor's kid inside the church. That was many years ago. But
Oh wow. I guess.
yeah,
Well, we
I
gonna
haven't
get
lived a
up out of here
couple
on those two.
months. Yes, that's good enough.
This has been an interesting conversation. This was fun.
For real, like yo, shit. Man, I feel like we got somewhere. You know what I'm saying? If we helped y'all along at any point in life, you know what I'm saying. Hey, you're welcome.
Make sure y'all, like always, subscribe, comment, like. Appreciate y'all. We are finally, not finally, because it came quick. We are over 100 subscribers. Thank y'all for subscribing. And
Hey, look. Listen, we gonna keep going. You know, we trying to amass as many of y'all motherfuckers as you can. Cause like I say, I look, I feel like we entertaining. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Oh
So
man, but
still more to come. Still more to come. But yeah.
absolutely.
All right then. Well, peace out.
But anyway, yeah. God bless. Good night. Shit.
Bye.